It's the biggest thing to hit Silicon Valley since the microchip. Okay, maybe not that big, but it is a big deal. The final day of play here at the 3-Ball USA Showcase at the Great Mall in Milpitas has come down to the final 18. Who's gonna win the $50,000? We're about to see. Can you smell it? Smells like money in the air here outside the Great Mall in Milpitas, California. Why? That's because $50,000 is now up for grabs to the final 8 teams still playing ball here at the 3-Ball USA Showcase. We welcome you here courtside. By we, I mean myself, Kyle Montgomery, alongside Santa Cruz Warriors play-by-play man, our sideline star out here this weekend, Kevin Dana. And we told you before, it's $50,000 on the line. The intensity is about to go up. We're turning up here on this final day of play without a doubt. And Kevin, we were talking about it before we got on live here. $50,000 on the line.
Yeah.
You know, not only do the players have to bring their A game, the referees have to be on their toes because it gets physical when the stakes get this high.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you've ever watched the FIBA 3x3 World Tour, those games that are played in the championship round, they are super physical. You can get away with a little more potentially with the little hacks or the little pull downs of the shoulder. Watch out. I'm going to box you out a little bit here, Kyle. But, yeah, it's going to get physical out there. And these refs, like you said, they need to be right on it.
And this is a dude who knows a little bit about playing for money. I mean, he's accepting $100 bets right now. Anybody who wants it, he's like the professor.
At Kevo408 on Twitter.
All right, let's show you the bracket quarterfinal matchups, and they are tasty. It's going to start with the #1 ranked team in the world, Novi Sad from Serbia, 2-0, one of 2 2-0 teams to come out of pool play. They'll be lacing them up against the New Yorkies, who got a big win day 2 to lock down their spot in the quarterfinals. After that, you'll see the Chompin' Chihuahuas and the Golden Gate Retrievers. That should be a good one. We'll see if the Chihuahuas can slow down the Retrievers shooters, although they are one man short. Hungry Huskies, the other team to come out of pool play, 2-0 out of Group B, with PK and company lacing them up against the Magnificent Mutts. That'll be followed by the Leaping Labradors and Team All-America, who capped day 2 with a big win over Sina, China. All right, so, you know, as we enter this quarterfinals discussion, I think it has to begin with the 2 undefeateds, the #1 team in the world. And ironically, the 2 teams that are undefeated headed into the quarterfinals just happen to be the 2 teams with the most 3x3 experience, the Hungry Huskies, Novi Sad from Serbia. When you look at this team, Novi Sad from Serbia, I don't know how you stop them. I mean, they let the ball do the work for them. I think if there's one key, though, it's getting back on defense, because they react so quickly. Once that basket is either made or missed, they're moving that ball almost as soon as they can, and teams haven't adjusted well to that so far.
Kyle, you're alluding to it. You can turn the chemistry knob up to a milli for Novi Sad Serbia, because as soon as they transition from defense to offense, they're looking right down low, and they're getting easy bucket after easy bucket. I mean, they're shooting 60+% in a couple of these games. You see Dusan Bullet hitting the shot, Mr. Bulletproof, little scoop to the hoop there. And Tomas Ivasev has had a great tournament, and he's a new guy to this team, so they just work so well together.
Yeah, they're a finely tuned machine, as they say. I've compared them to the San Antonio Spurs of the NBA, and Ivasev is looking like Tim Duncan. No, probably more like Shaq. You know, he's a big boy, and he's dominating. Let's look over at the Huskies now, who also come into the quarterfinals at 2-0. I like this team. They're gritty. Paris Kyles is leading this squad. He's got the most experience, been playing 3x3 since 2012. He's got an MVP under his belt, but it's been the 1-2 punch with him and Joey King that has really been doing the damage. I expect him to stick to the script today. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly, Kyle. I mean, you've just seen a couple of the easy layups that Joey King has gotten, and then here's Paris Kyles going to the hoop. Joey King, he's just getting such easy looks down low, and it's because of that experience they have playing together. Top 10 finish at the Saskatoon Masters earlier this year. I really like what these guys have brought to the table. They might not have the best 5-on-5 resumes, but their 3x3 resumes are top notch.
Yeah, they shining. Do you know that song? Never mind. Speaking of shining, Thomas Ivosev of Team Serbia has been doing just that, as we've been talking about throughout the tournament. All eyes have been on Dusan Bullet. He's had the hype coming in, and he's played extremely well as the former #1 player in the world. But while all eyes have been on him, the big man has been eating down low. Started off the tournament with 8 points in game 1, followed it up with a 9-point effort in game 2. And I'm not sure there's going to be an answer for him if he keeps playing the way he's been playing and they stick to the script.
Yeah, and Kyle, if you're just watching 3x3 for the first time, these games are to 21, so he's getting 8 and 9 points. He's basically scoring half his team's points just about. He has been so solid, and a lot of these buckets are off easy layups because he's cutting to the hoop. He's slipping behind defenders, going backdoor. He's all alone. All of these highlights, besides the beautiful scoop to the hoop. One time for me, Big Papa.
The big man is nimble too. The spin moves. He's got great hands down low too, and just a great sense of the game. And oddly, like you said, just now joining this team. All right, let's get to the top 5 plays from yesterday. Starting with number 5, it's Disco Damo doing some things to Stefan Hanna. Oh, he left him like the Uber just came on the spin move.
Number 4, unfortunately, we won't see Reggie Wilhite today. Got hurt in his game yesterday, but a nice dunk there.
Yeah, and at number 3, it's that man again, Disco Damo this time. Oh, no, wait. Oh, that's another look at Wilhite. There's Disco Damo going up top to Super Dave. Flying through with the bandana wrapped around his head. He's a hooping ninja.
All right, how about Kareem Maddox off the nice feed inside with the two-hand flush. Damn off Radies with a nice looping pass down low.
Yeah, it ain't sugar, it ain't milk, it's Kareem, number 1 though. That belongs to that man right, Anthony Cox, feasting down low, but he's dripping in finesse. What a shot, and what a day we have for you as we get ready to hand out $50,000. Don't you go anywhere. Consolation game coming up here momentarily. Keep it right here. Welcome back to the 3-Ball USA Showcase as we've reached the final day of play, handing out $50,000. But first, we will have a consolation game that's coming up first here between Sina, China, the best team, the top-ranked team coming out of Asia, and the Dunkin Dobermans. A couple of teams that come in 0-2. When you look at China and the teams that they ran into, the Golden Gate Retrievers, day 1, and the shooters that they had, you can see them losing that game on the final game of day 1.
Yep.
There we go. Day 2.
Oh, good play,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Let me hit somebody. Here we go. That's a dime. Day 2 against All-America in a winner-go-home situation. They get beat pretty bad. So they want to establish some pride now. And now it's about, just saving some face, competing out here with some of the best teams in the world.
Well, Kyle, there are 10 teams here. 8 of them have at least 1 win. Both of these teams are 0-2. You don't want to be the only team out of 10 to go 0-3.
No.
You're playing for pride. You don't want to lose every game you play.
Yeah, and we've been looking at Long Ma for this Sina China team as an X factor. I said he needed to get it going from Long. Not so much. 1 of 2 in the tournament so far. I know he's an established post player, but I tell you what, 1 through 4 for Sina China, I think they need to get it going some kind of way. I don't know what the answers are for this team.
They got it going a little bit later in that game against All-America. You see Longmont hitting a 2-pointer there, but they gave up a 14-1 run. They fell behind 19-4. They lost that game last night 22-11, so they found some things late in that game, try to make it a little more respectable, see if they can get off to a better start in this game.
Yeah, meantime for the Dunkin Dobermans, I think this is an interesting team because they've almost played enough. They've certainly got the talent to have been a team to compete in the quarterfinals here. But, they lost to the Magnificent Mutts, gave up a 7-point lead day 1. That was a game they should have won. That should have been one that got them into the quarterfinals. And then they just couldn't stop Joey King as the Huskies went off on them in game 2. And they find themselves here in the consolation game, 0-2, no chance to compete for money. But one guy who can hold his head up for sure is Sherman Gay. He's been balling out the big man for the Dobermans.
And he was a late add to this team. They had a couple of roster moves before the tournament, and Sherman Gay, he's giving you 8-9 points a game. Again, you're playing at 21, and this team has scored 31 points in their first 2 games. So he scored more than half of his team's points. Big men, a premium. this weekend here at the three-ball showcase. Ooh, the spin move off the glass. Kiss it off the window for me one time.
I was talking to him earlier today, actually, at breakfast, and I was asking about the transition, you know, playing 3x3, played in Germany most recently, but now playing this game. And he was saying the quickness of this game is something that you can't prepare for. It doesn't happen until you actually play the game and experience it, and then he's like, this is a totally different beast.
It really is. I mean, just the transition from defense to offense alone. One team scores, it's not bring the ball up, lollygag for 5 or 6 seconds. It's boom, let's go. It could be one pass into a quick two, so you might get a layup, and then you might give up a two-pointer in the next 3 seconds.
Yeah, another guy that I'm looking at on this Dobermans team, and I was expecting a lot out of him. He played really well one-on-one against the professor yesterday.
Yeah, shut him out.
Michael Bryson. A little bit shocked to see him not make quite the impact that I anticipated as a guy, you know, second in the D-League dunk contest last year, and obviously he's played really well in the G League.
Yeah, he really has. And this is a guy, if he wants to continue his 3x3 career, I think he could be a very good player at 3x3. But a lot of these guys are new to this game here at the Three Ball USA Showcase, so this is a learning experience for them because Michael Bryson certainly has a talent to be a very good player at pretty much any level of professional basketball.
It started off with 10 teams. Only 8 will be competing for the $50,000. The 2 on the outside looking in will be hitting the court right now. That would be Sina, China, and the Dunkin Dobermans. We'll turn it over to Vince Chang, who's doing the pregame intros.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Let's get this first game underway. Starting for Sina, China, number 7, Yu Lian. Next up, number 8, Long Ma. Coming up next, number 11, Yang Ho Guo. And the big bet coming in, number 30, Yu Chen Ji. That is Sina, China. Next for the Dunkin Dobermans, number 3, Stefan Hicks. Coming up next, number 10, Elliot Harrow. A high flyer dunker, number 24, Michael Bryson. And the big fella gave him a nickname yesterday, number 33, Sherman 2K Gay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is 10 minutes on the clock, or game to 21. They're going to do a coin toss at the top of the key to see who gets ball first. No
all right. Nothing but pride on the line in this one. No dinero, but the Dunkin Dobermans and Sina, China, lacing up in the consolation game here. Kyle Montgomery in your ear. Kevin Dana alongside as well. As we get this final day underway, 2 talented teams again. I think the Dunkin Dobermans probably had a better chance to be a quarterfinal team out here. But they repping what's across their chest here at this inaugural Three Ball USA Showcase. Appreciate you, by the way, if you've been watching from day one. Sina, China in the red, Dunkin Dobies in the white and black. Sherman Gay leading his team in scoring, 17 points through 2 days of pool play. China suffering, only 25 points total scored through 2 games. Had 12 turnovers alone against Team USA to cap day 2 of pool play. So they look to take care of the rock a little bit better this time around. Shoot a little bit better too. It's not on that first possession. Another day at the office for the big man, although he starts with a miss. Gay off the mark on that hook. Leon gave it up. Whoa. Oh, just off the rim. Now he's going to have to check up on Gay. Okay, Gay got some sneaky handles too. Little cross, reverse, reverse. So Sherman Gay gets the scoring started for the Doberman. As they look to take a bite out of Sina China. Look at the D. Hicks. Stephen Hicks over to Bryson. Bryson too strong on the shot. Leon saw some space. Ooh, got the nice touch on the layup past Gay to tie things up in one apiece. Stephen Hicks, Raptors 905 star. Looking to get things going here offensively. Oh, in and out. Lost the rock on the layup. So Sina China's with it now. 10-minute games, first to 21 wins it. If you're new to 3x3, anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside the arc is worth 2. And a nice tip, the nice follow there from Bryson as he follows that up to make it 3-2. Young, nothing happening. 12-second shot clocks. You see him getting to the shot quick. Oh, Hicks, step back. Nice little dribble move. Soft like terry cloth. 3 up. G trying to establish some post position. Thought better of it. Then lost the rock. Shot clock violation. Rock over to the Dobermans. Get a look at the two-piece. From Yuqing Ji out of Beijing. Long Ma. Rocking the Kobe, the early Kobe number. Bryson, a little in and out. Too strong on the shot. Stays knotted at 3 apiece. Sherman Gay, establishing post position. He's a beastly fellow. 1-point lead for the Dobermans. Gay, get your weight up. Get your weight up. It's too easy. 2-point game. Now Guo trying to get some get back. What he misses at point blank range. And now he's back in the torture chamber. Gay gave him some relief and passed it out. And nothing happening for Hicks. That looked good, but Long Ma, too strong on the shot. Gay, not enough. Oh, Hicks with the spin. Oh, no, the wedgie. Oh, but it's followed up. Sherman Gay cleaning it up for him. You don't see that sequence a lot. A dude missing a dunk and then followed by a dunk and then a two-piece from Zhu to get Sina China within 1. Bryson almost had a victim. And it was funny, Kevin and I talking before the game about China needed to play with a little bit more intensity, a little bit more oomph. So far, so good through the first 3.5 minutes of this game. It's 6-5. Dobie's only in front by 1.
They're right there with the Dunkin Dobermans. The thing for them is they're going to have to stop Sherman Gay. He has 4 points already. He has really just ate them up down low. He's eaten them up down low, I should say. So they can stop him. They have a real shot.
Different day, same old stuff. Sherman Gay doing his thing for the Dobermans. Although they are on the outside looking in, competing in the consolation game. Dime. So he can do more than just score it. Gay with the assist. Gonna step back and clear it. Got to get to it. Shot clock starting to wind down now as Hicks recovers his own bobbled rock and extends the Dobermans lead to 4. It's 9-5. Long Ma. Skip pass to the wing. And G couldn't get it to go down. But the bank apparently is open on a Sunday. 9-6. Michael Bryson. 10-6. Oh, up to up fake. Now G. Oh! It's wiped away by Shanae. Well, by Felicia. My bad. Bryson. Whoa. So let's take another look at the D. Look at the recovery. I think Bryson gets some extra lift from the throw. Something. Oh, and again, he out there blocking like Tetris. The whole Dunkin Doberman squad. Look at it again. No soup for you on the inside. Michael Bryson D'ing up. G, nothing happening underneath. So it's a 5-point lead. Doberman step back, Hicks. Buckets. Dozen to a half dozen. Long ball. G miss. Now Hicks, you can see he's starting to settle in here now. Hicks with the spin, elevates. Goes off the glass. Doberman's running away with this thing. Long ma. Short ma. 7-point game. Past the 5-minute mark. So past the midway mark, look at the last bucket. Oh, he's strong. Bryson, a little hezzy. Oh, they ain't, Dunkin Dobermans ain't even breaking a sweat. 8-point cushion. This is after we saw Team All-America seize the moment against Sina China, the cap yesterday. Oh, Bryson behind the back. Couldn't finish the play. Liang, nice pass out. I'm not sure that he called it, but it don't matter. It counts the same. G with the two-piece, no biscuit. 6-point game. Another look back. G from the wing. Reservations for 2, and it's a 3-possession game. Consolation game. We're not getting to the money games yet. Quarterfinals officially beginning once this consolation thing's wrapped up. 3.5 minutes to play. Out of bounds. So it's going to go to foul call on the play. Called on Sherman reaching in, so that'll put Yu-Chang G on the stripe, and G long on the free throw. He's going to get another look, this time outside the 2-point arc. I say that worked out. 4-point game. Harold, a little bit strong on the shot. He's been quiet for this Dunkin Dobermans team. Nice control. Leon wanted a foul. Not having it. But this game not out of Sina China's reach now. Top team coming out of Asia, competing in the 3x3 Golden League. It's the top 3x3 league in China. Oh, nice control. The spin and the win for G, and it's a 3-point game. Bryson trying to sneak a pass down low. Somehow, Sherman ends up with it. Sherman with another score on the inside. Sherman averaging 8.5 points per game. In the meantime, G trying to do some scoring on his own. So he spins and goes off the glass. Still a 4-point cushion for the Doberman. And under 3 minutes to play in this consolation game. Two talented teams playing for heart. So we show you guys what's coming up. The 8 teams that will be competing for the $50,000 in our quarterfinals. Top team in the world, Novi Sad, Serbia, against the New Yorkies. That'll be coming up next, followed by the Champa Chihuahuas and Golden Gate Retrievers. Couple of 1-1 teams. There's your other undefeated Hungry Huskies as well. Which one do you looking forward to the most here, Ken?
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the New Yorkies try to take on Novi Sad Serbia. They're a scrappy bunch, the Yorkies. Can they hang with the #1 team in the world? That's the question.
And they got some experience on that team. When you look at Dave Seegers and you look at Disco Damo, these guys who aren't new to the 3x3 World Tour. I've seen them play overseas several times. But with 50 Gs on the line, they know more than most teams what Novi Sad brings to the table. Meantime, it's still a 15-11 game, and only 1 foul apiece, so playing pretty clean defensively here in this consolation game. First to 21 wins it, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes expires. Dobie 6 points away. Only a couple of bucks left to maybe score those 6 points. Oh, little shimmy. As Guo got the score. Oh, up top, Michael Bryson victimizing G. Oh, he did it for the gram. I knew he was gonna get one. Bryson, now he's feeling himself. The spin move. Couldn't hit it. G. Nothing happening. Under 2 minutes to play. Gay nothing. 16-12 game. Leon working on. Gives it up. Gets it back. Tries to find G. Gay ends up stealing it. He clears it. Watch out! We almost got another Yammy. But Gay fouled by G. But here's the first one. So let me credit G for going up after getting banged on by Bryson. He still contested Sherman Gay at the rim. He was like, so I'm shaking that off. More props to you. I might have slid to the side. That would have been an electric slide move for me. You can have that one. No. That's why I didn't play basketball at a high level, ladies and gentlemen. Long Ma with the body control. Hicks, up fake. Oh. Two-piece, right in his grill piece to make it 19-13. A little over a minute to play. Oh, that was like Akeem the Dream, but it was Yu Chang G. 5-point lead, comfortable for the Dobermans. Approaching the 45 seconds left, 5-point game. Make that a 4-point game. Now, again, 12-second shot clocks. This thing ain't over with, but that's going to make it a little bit closer. Game point after the two-handed boom from Hicks. And about 33 seconds left for Sina China. And Long Ma airballs it. Another look. And this Dunkin Dobermans team living up to the name, huh? They got some bounce out here. Sherman Gay, longtime pro, 13 years overseas, also D-League, G-League, now known as the G-League experience. G, rattles out, so final 10 seconds in this one. And it's gonna be a dub for the Dobermans. I think they deserve one, and it's all over with. And hey, it didn't even go 10 minutes. 9 minutes and 58.2 seconds is what it took. But the Dunkin Dobermans start things off here on our final day of play in our consolation game with a 22-15 win over Sina China, who will be heading back overseas with no wins to show for their efforts. So once again, it was the same story. Sherman Gay was the catalyst offensively for this Dunkin Dobermans team. He got him going, and now he started to get some contributions. You saw what Michael Bryson did, playing above the rim, getting a couple of yams in the game. The Dunkin Dobermans finally starting to throw some down as I throw it over to Kevin Danner, who's standing alongside with the pro, Sherman Gay.
All right, well, Sherman, unfortunately for you guys, an 0-2 start to this weekend, so you weren't in the quarterfinals, but a good showing here today. What was it like to finish this off with a win?
It feels good. I mean, we've been learning the game the whole weekend, so we're getting better and better every game. So this game, we kind of finally put it all together and got the win and play well as a team. So it feels good. It feels good to go home without a win, so it feels good to get one at least.
All right, thanks for your time, Sherman. Congratulations.
All right, no problem.
All right, Kyle, back to you.
Appreciate you, Kevin. So we got our first game of the final day out of the way, the consolation game. Now it's money time, ladies and gentlemen. We get on into the quarterfinals. When we come back, you're watching the 3-Ball USA Showcase from here in Milpitas, California. Stick around.